I'm afraid if I open my mouth, I'll ruin my reputation. I am so thrilled that all of you came out today to see my first show ever. The whole family is just so happy to have you in attendance. Maybe the best place to start is to start with how did this idea come about. And I have a daughter who is my best girlfriend. And she is, to me, sort of a heart walking on legs. And she sees what I don't see, and she pushes me in places that I wouldn't go. And I wasn't ready for this show. I have a number of people to thank for how it got put together, and there were a lot of pieces to put into this. So I want to nod a special thank you to the love of my life, Beth Holder, and all she did for me. Thank you. And our beautiful son, Owen, is sitting to her right, and my great husband, Buck. He's also a great hand in this. So I'm gonna put my glasses on. So I want to start by kind of picking out the guilty people that have been a part of this. And let's start with Jose Perez. Where are you, Jose, Laura, and Christopher? There they are, obviously, in the back of the room. He was with me every day, kind of trying to get the pieces together, what would be framed, going through all the work. He's been just a wonderful asset to this whole process. I have another person that fully convinced me to put this show on, and he's hiding over there in the corner. Doy, would you raise your hand? He said I could do it. He actually said I could do it. So here it is. I'm going to make it short, Doy, I promise. Right? Short and sweet. But thank you, Doy, for your love the paper that you have in your hand that has the listing of the work that I am submitting here. I was up a creek. We had lost a secretary at work. She had moved across the country, and we were pretty much without someone to help with the tech. And I worked at it pretty hard to try and get it done for a while. And lo and behold, it's the niece right under my nose, Megan. Raise your hand. She did all that work for me. That was great. And I'm not sure if the framers are here. Ray, are you here today? They were supposed to be here. But we have two framers that have worked tirelessly trying to get things put together. So anyway, that's to say nothing of the staff that works here, Camille and Pat, I'm a blank, but Camille, who's done a lot of work for us, and Melissa Hartson, that's right, thank you. So, I talked to Arlene this morning, and she said, tell people kind of how it happened, and, where you've been and why you do such a thing. It's just sit around and paint. And it really was something that was always in my heart as a child. I always was curious, like my friends. I have a lot of friends here too from Marywood High School. Raise your hands, girls. These are my high school buddies. Woo! Yeah. And so I did take a class of painting in high school. You probably don't remember that. I did that. And then went on to college and got an undergraduate or a graduate degree from there, or undergraduate. And it was kind of a funny time to get a degree because people were sort of throwing paint on canvases at that time. And then you could get your BA if you too could throw paint on canvas. Remember that? And so that was the launching pad for my art. And I was a bit frustrated as I went along, kept trying to get more education in the field and taking, courses, and could never quite get there. And then when our last child graduated from college, I spoke with Buck and said, what do you think if I go over to France and do some classical training? And he said, not a good idea. No, that would be. No, he supported it, and he said, how many vacations will I get out of it? So he would come over, and during my breaks, we'd go traveling. But it was an amazing, just an amazing time in my life. I did that for 2 summers. And I know we have a lot of children here today, and a lot of parents, and they say, okay, my child sort of likes to color. What do I do with that? They sit in the corner coloring. And I love in trying to bring out the best in these kids, or trying to help people understand how do you get there. And my suggestion is that you try to find, and you can do it and they don't have to get degrees in art, but you can do it in so many ways. I have, how many children here are either artists or they love to do it? Raise your hands. There's Sarah, there she is with her hand up. She's already taking art. How many? Okay. Yeah, 2 over there, okay. You. But anyway, they need a good art education along the way when they have a dream to draw or paint something, and they're looking at it and saying, it's just not right, help them find it, a way to do that. So, as far as the work that I've done, the work out in the gallery, the inspiration for work kind of comes in the moment for me. And I'll tell you, I think I've told Arlene this story about the eucalyptus story. That was one of the paintings that I did that had to be done. I was trying to pick some flowers for a friend of ours, and I couldn't find any flowers in the garden at that time. I'm walking back up to our house, which we had lived in for 45 years, and I look up and the eucalyptus tree is blossoming. And I went, you are my model. You're the one. So I picked a bunch of eucalyptus, and during Christmas, instead of getting ready for our Christmas, painted that painting. So they come out of nowhere, they come in a moment, and I hope you enjoy them all. Does anybody have any questions about the artwork or anything that I could say about it?
Is your first artwork that you ever created today?
No, that would be at my mom's house. Yeah. Let's see. No, I don't think so. She asked if my first art piece was here today.
Is your favorite piece here today?
My favorite piece? Well, I hate to tell Megan, but I think it's show off, maybe. I'm kind of attracted to show off. I am. It's really like your children, and you can't explain it unless you've been through it. They're just part of you. There are some throwaways, though. There are some that I don't care for at all. But a lot of times, even the simplest thing can be, because a lot of these are very, very simple. They're just studies, but there's something in the heart of them that I like, and so I'll frame it. Yeah. Anybody else? All right. Okay, thanks for listening to me.
Something that hasn't been mentioned and had me so excited about Colleen's work from the very beginning is that so many of us drive by the Back Bay where their home is located, and we all see the beautiful Back Bay and we never see it up close and personal. And Colleen and Buck are surrounded in their home by the beauty of the Back Bay every day. And I was so pleased that Colleen agreed to exhibit with the help of Mayor Blum, that she could bring the Back Bay over to the city library for everyone to experience. And so many of her paintings are renderings of what happens on the Back Bay, the flora and the fauna. These are the things that she lives in the midst of every day. And we're so lucky to have this in our environment, and so fortunate that Colleen, with her exemplary talent, could bring this all to us to enjoy here today. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. I'd like to thank the Johnsons family for having such a fabulous reception for everyone here in the city to enjoy. And for the next 2 months, all of the residents and guests of the city will be enjoying all of the artwork. It's been a long time since we've had anything here that is as masterful and in the oils. She has provided us with so much. We are missing that in our lobby gallery. So thank you, Colleen, for bringing so much variety to our city and your beautiful work and talent. Thank you all for coming. And thank you, Melissa and Camille, for your hard work in the library for providing this beautiful room for us. Thank you.
I add a thank you to those wonderful women. Thank you for, just supporting this and letting us come and put on a show. I also want to thank my sister, Pat, who put together the flowers. She did all the flowers today. And thank you.
Colleen will be available out in the library if you haven't yet strolled, and maybe she will, if you're interested in talking with her about her paintings, she'll be available. Thank you.